Tropical storm Isaias made landfall overnight as a Category 1 hurricane, slamming into the North Carolina coast near Ocean Isle Beach. That storm moving up the East Coast after spawning tornadoes in several states, including North Carolina, where 2 were killed. The risk of flash flooding stretches from Virginia through New England, and hundreds of thousands are without power. Matt Wentz is going to have more on that in just a few minutes.